I used to be just like you. I didn't have a single tech news to my name. And now look at me. I've got so much tech news, it's oozing out of my pores. I've got tech news zits. Apple is infamous for making it less than easy to go get your expensive iJunk repaired at a third-party shop, but that looks like it might finally be changing. Apple is going to start sending official parts to independent repair businesses, which will make it a lot easier for consumers to have their Macs serviced. Reportedly, Apple is even going to provide training resources. And you know, I got the only conclusion I can come up with here is that the Epic lawsuit hit them a bit too hard in the head. Because this is not the Apple I remember.
I like it though.
The move comes on the heels of explosive sales growth for Macs as more people are working and learning from home. Wow, Apple, you finally changed your ways. And all it took was a worldwide pandemic. On the subject of laptops, you may have noticed that it's been a little trickier to come by an affordable one recently. Because so many school districts in the US are moving to online classes as schools start back up for the fall, there is apparently a shortage of lower cost laptops in the United States. Chromebooks have been in especially high demand as many households and school districts require only a laptop with basic functionality for virtual lessons. Wow, that's like kind of the opposite of a humble brag.
Humble diss.
A humble diss. In fact, Acer's US division said that they weren't even close to pumping out enough Chromebooks for all the students that want them. While another industry analyst has pointed out that laptop sales are up by as much as 40%. The good news though is you'll probably still be able to get that beefy $4,000 gaming laptop you've been lusting after, assuming that they ever give you another stimulus check. By the way, please don't use it on a $4,000 gaming laptop. Speaking of budgets though, motherboards built around AMD's budget A520 chipset have recently leaked. Yes, my friends, we filled them with water and they did not hold the water.
No.
The A520's big brothers, the X570 and B550 have already been around for a while, but the A520 will allow you to build a current gen Ryzen system at a lower cost. Now you will be giving up some features, notably CPU overclocking, PCI Express 4.0 SSDs, and running your graphics card at X16 speed, but in terms of real-world performance, that last one shouldn't be too much of an issue. Rumors indicate that ASUS, MSI, and ASRock will all be rolling out A520 boards as soon as this week, so keep your eye out from them if the very idea of overclocking gives you anxiety. Wait, what's that, Riley? You got something to say?
Yeah?
Now it's time for Quick Bits, brought to you by Vincero, maker of high-quality timepieces at affordable prices. Vincero believes that you deserve to look good no matter your budget or what you did last summer. Their watches are all designed in-house and created with ethically sourced materials, like the Icon, a piece with automatic movement, and the Outrider, a watch for the rugged explorer. Vincero offers free shipping, 30-day returns, and a 2-year guarantee, ensuring your watch can keep up with your daily commute. Right now, they're celebrating their 6th anniversary with their biggest sale yet, so click the link in the description and save up to 30% off your entire order automatically at checkout.
Jiminy Cricket Bites! After removing Fortnite from the App Store, Apple has responded to Epic Games' lawsuit by informing the studio that on August 28th, Apple will terminate their developer accounts and remove access to Apple developer tools, which developers use to create and update games that run on Epic's Unreal Engine. Wow, the gloves are freaking off now, aren't they? Epic has filed an injunction to stop this from happening. I mean, it's clearly retaliatory, but if it does happen, Epic, and not just Epic, any developer that uses Unreal Engine would be left unable to modify their games. Now this fight has moved from summer entertainment to something with real-world potential impact. Like, can't they just settle this in game?
First a headshot.
Gaming personality Alana Pierce says a retail worker sent her a photo of the Xbox Series X on their store's internal system with a price tag of $599. Meanwhile, other rumors are pointing to a $499 price point for the PS5. So the question remains then, would you pay $100 more for the most powerful console ever that will play the games you can already play on your other machine you already own? I guess we'll find out in November. Now, if you're interested in games you actually can't play anywhere else, Nintendo is set to stream the latest installment of their Indie World Showcase tomorrow at noon Eastern Time. But don't expect any news on big ticket first party franchises like Zelda, Smash Bros, Metroid, etc. unless you really enjoy being disappointed. It's a strange kink, but hey, I'll respect it. Google has been making efforts to keep Chrome from sucking as much battery on your laptop, and the software giant is reportedly taking things a step farther with an experimental feature that will let websites tell Chrome to do things like slow down frame rates or scripts so that it won't use as much power. Hopefully it won't make your Techlinked viewing experience less buttery smooth though.
Awesome.
And EA is rebranding some of its online services because we know that's always gone over well for unpopular companies and their unpopular services. EA Access and Origin Access will now be known as EA Play, with Origin Access Premier becoming EA Play Pro. EA is also bringing updated aesthetics and new features. Hopefully, one of those will be cheaper content. Woo! And that's our show for today. Come back on Wednesday for more 100% free tech news. As long as you don't mind paying with your time. That's right. It's gonna cost you time, which has time equals money though.
Yeah, you got
So you got lots of money.
We're all rich right now.
We're all rich,
Clearly.
unless we don't have much time left. I'm afraid some of us are just out of time. Wow, this is don't cut this off before it reaches the end.